Fam.
Hi, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia. Glasses is missing.
D. Lloyd, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Hi, how is everybody?
Hi, Debbie. Silk
Debbie.
Touch Anthony. Hi.
Hi. Thank you, Debbie, for coming on every week. Silk Touch Anthony is the first time hearing that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Connect.
Hi.
Hi. Sean Spence. Hi, Sean.
No, Sham.
Sham Spence Maxwell. Hi, Sham. Anthony Vaz. Hi. Anthony has been on before. I know that name.
But everyone else kind of looks new.
Yeah, everybody else looks new. Thank you so much for coming on. Future is back. There's someone who asked me about the build, the 12 by 15. So, 12 by 15 build. Has that person been following us? Yeah, 12 by 15. Everybody is good. All right, thank you so much for joining us today, Sunday. So this is the last day I'll be on YouTube Live for this year. I take a break in December and I'll be back in January. Yay! So I'm going to take a break in December to try and go and write my series that I want to write about building a house. Tony tells me I'm to do how to build a board house.
As well. Yeah. Because people want to know.
We've been, a lot of persons asking us about board houses. Hi, Joy.
Hi, Staffy. Staffy's been on a few weeks as well.
If it's your first time here, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Keep forgetting to say that. Like, subscribe, and share.
It's like the YouTube mantra that everyone should know.
Everyone should know. Can't afford to miss out. Future. Can't afford to miss out. I have a lot to go through today. Today's my last day, so I'm trying to wrap up the build that the person asked me to estimate, which is the 15 by 12. One room with a little kitchenette and a little,
like a studio,
a little bathroom in it, right?
Okay. Joy says she's from Queens, New York, NYC, New York City.
IG says, love your videos. Thank you so much.
Ooh, somebody's from Panama. That's a first, right?
That's a first, Panama.
Hi, Chris Hill.
Thank you for joining us. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Time flies. I remember this time last year you going to take a break.
Yes.
Yes. Has it really been 1 year?
It has.
My goodness.
This year just flew.
It just went by. So what have you achieved this year? What did you achieve this year? You have to. I think my curtain is stuck in my chair, Tony. 1 second, everybody. This curtain is stuck in the chair. And I love to roll this chair up and down, back and forth.
Can you fix it?
Trying to. All right, I think I got it.
Okay.
What have you achieved this year? What did you achieve this year? Now, if this year reached November and you haven't hit your goals, you did something wrong.
I achieved 10 pounds weight gain. Is that something?
Did you want to achieve 10 pound weight gain? I actually lost my from 212 down to 179, 180 thereabouts.
That's good.
Yeah. So I actually lost 32 pounds. I still have 30 pounds to go. Trying to hit 150. Now that's hard. So more or
because
less
the first 30 was just that change.
Yeah.
And the next 30 is going to be some rigorous exercise.
That's hard. Now, what I'm going to have to do to hit that goal, I'm going to have to make that my first goal. So therefore, remember when we spoke about goals, I said your goals are usually in different parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have financial goals, family goal. Tony, we look a little dark on the screen. Is that?
Is it the time of day? No, we're here every time.
All
Try
right.
to fix it.
So it is your financial goal, your professional goal. So financial goal could be to invest 50 million over the next 12 months in something. All right. A financial goal could be to increase your earnings from 100,000 to 500,000. That could be a financial goal. Somebody says they achieved securing a mortgage, right? JMB came in with another offer at a low rate. The paperwork is enough, but will be worth it. Thanks for inspiring me to move forward. No regrets, even though I'm broke. Yes, but Tony, the screen jumping too fast. I can't see who said that a while ago. Oh my God. Tony is trying to fix the light. Sophia says, present, just got in from church. Okay. Haija says, just achieved my mortgage pre-qualification letter. Excellent, Haiji. Excellent. If we were your referrals, you can send that to us and we'll try to find your property. English says, good afternoon, lady. So this year would have been the year that you set your goal. Some of you probably is your first time ever actually setting a goal. I said, this is what I want. Well, Silky says, for me, I'm getting there. My NHG loan has been approved. Excellent. Excellent. Tony, people hitting their goals. They're hitting their goals. So you can have a financial goal. You can have a educational goal. So you might say to yourself, okay, this is the year I'm going to be doing a master's, or I'm going to start the master's, and so and so, or I'm going back to school to get some CXCs and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also have professional goals. So a professional goal may be to get promoted, to do what is necessary to get promoted.
Right.
Right? So I've hit a number. You can have religious goals to our spiritual goals. You can have physical goals, fitness goals. So like for me, my physical is a weight loss goal of 30 pounds. That's my main goal next year. So if you don't see me doing no real estate, that's because I'm hitting that goal. Something I have to focus on. I probably need to take 3 hours out of my day just to go hit that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Between
a trainer.
Yeah, between maybe a gym, maybe a walk, run, maybe a bicycle training, something.
I think you need a trainer.
I need a trainer.
I think if you had to do it by yourself, you're gonna chicken out.
Yeah, if I do it by myself, I'm like, I just don't have the stamina, guys.
The willpower.
Yeah, I remember when I was at Island Life and we wanted to move our netball team, we did get a coach called, what's his name again, man?
Mr. Walker.
Walker, man. We used to coach jet setters. That man had us about our beds all running in the sun at Hellshire and boat.
I remember.
Palisades, you were there, remember, Tony?
I remember.
But the fundamental thing I learned from that still is he always said, like, I was wing attack, sometimes wing defense, mostly wing attack. The center would pass to me. He said, Claudia, go for the ball. Go for the ball. You know it's your ball. Go for the ball. In other words, the center knows where she's going to throw that ball. And I know where it's going to go. So I must go for the ball. Don't stand up behind the wing defense and, a fake like you go. No, when the whistle blow, run out for the ball.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of you not do it. You're not running for this ball. You have to run it down. So you want the promotion, you have to act like you want the promotion. Right? You understand? You can't believe that. You have to act like you want the promotion. Do the things that you need to do to get the promotion. Life is like that, see? Those of you who sit around, well, I'm not a sit around person. I don't anything. I chase it. If I want it, I seriously chase it.
You do.
I chase it, right? I make a million phone call. I make a million door knock and chase it. So if you want, set the goal. I will also did goals about. We did a SMART goal thing. S is for specific goal, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. The one that I throw out is realistic. I don't set no realistic goal. I set a goal that is way up in the sky and then you run it down for reach it. So my goals are never realistic. On paper, them just look way out and outward. You understand? Them just look out and bad and everybody say, well, Claudia, you do that. Claudia, you do that. So watch me. All right. So if I set the goal and I want to do it, I'm going to get it. If I don't reach the sky, I'll reach a treetop. And that's good enough for me because I gave it my best and I gave it my all. That's what I wanted to do. Question: how long will it take for me to be the owner of that property since it has? Thank you.
Since it has what?
No, go back. You have to back up. All right, so today we're going to complete the estimate for this house that the person asked me to give an idea of the 500,000. Can do it. All right, so Tony trying to do that. So while we're trying to, remember now you're at the end of December. Go some more.
Up this way?
Hold on. Finish paying NHT. Now I need to get a house in Draxall. Okay. Houses in Draxall are like 30 something million, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a set selling 300,000 US, I should say. I think we are sold out now though. But you can get resales for 285,000 and so on. I achieved securing mortgage. Oh, it was Safi who said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thanks for inspiring me to move forward. No regrets, even though I'm broke. Yes. When you're on this house journey, it broke you. I can't tell you. And the problem, if you get seasoned into it and you just keep chasing it, you're always broke. Right. So you're asset rich and cash poor.
It's not a bad position to be in.
It can be. I mean, you imagine you can't buy a car for it. It can be. Somebody, yes, I just saw that. You just got your pre-approval. Well, for me, I'm getting there. Your NHD loan has been approved. Yes. Question: how long will it take for me to be the owner of that property? Silky, Touch Anthony. Since it has, you haven't asked the question.
I think he says, well, for me, I'm getting there. My NHT loan was approved. So I guess he's going to track, he got the commitment letter or letter of undertaking, one of those.
Okay, so he's in the process of buying already. Right, his loan has been approved. Yeah, great.
So it's a couple of weeks.
On your way.
Might be for the new year.
I love house. I have a house, but not in a.
Really covered.
I have a house, but not in a gated community. Since I'm living overseas, I want to know if I can use it to secure a loan to get the next property in Draxall. It depends on the value of that property. Remember, Draxall properties are now at 285 and that kind of money, right? So basically, what is the value of the property that you have? Seems to me you want to do something what we call taking out equity. Although I don't encourage persons to take equity, I encourage you to, if you want, you can sell the property and buy something Draxall. Or you take a new loan on the Draxall property. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since the NHD loan has been approved. Oh, Silky. Maybe a month now. Because it has to, the lawyers now will send the documents. But is it commitment letter you have or undertaking? If it's commitment, it's still a little way out. But if it's undertaking letter you got from NHD, you're about a month. The lawyers will now send the documents over to the NHD, and NHD will send it down to the titles office and put your name on the title and lodge their mortgage on the title. Next question.
Dwayne says, good afternoon. It's been a while. I'm happy I joined. I have a colleague who wishes to buy a house in Lionel Town, Clarendon, but she's working overseas since summer.
Lionel Town in Clarendon. Okay. So, but you haven't asked a question though. But thank you for joining. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video so that your friends and everybody can have real estate rich like you.
Steven says, good evening, ladies. Ready for class.
Yes, Steven, you haven't missed anything yet. I'm doing the finishing of the estimate for the house. So today we're going to finish looking at, we started looking at concrete, how to calculate the concrete. We're going to do that briefly. Then we're going to calculate how many blocks it's going to need. So we'll do that today. And then add up all the numbers and see where we're at.
Do we have the base prices?
Yeah, more or less.
It says, good afternoon, ladies and viewers. Hi, Lenny.
Hi, Lenny. Those of you just joining, well, I'm Claudia.
And I'm Tony.
So remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is where we're taking the questions, so you can shoot your questions, and then before I'm ready to. So we're talking about goals. Remember your goals, you have different goals, eh? So definitely next year, for me personally, I'm not setting any financial goal.
You don't feel like you're going to be not on track if you don't set a financial goal? Because every year you set a financial goal, and that's the one you focused on.
You are going to set a financial goal and focus on it.
Okay.
I'm just setting a goal to lose weight, get fit. That's my goal. And to buy my Benz. That's it. We don't want to go all the time.
You're tired of goals?
Tired. Guys, one of the things you find that when you start to set these goals, you're gonna hit them. I can guarantee you're gonna hit the goals. If you don't hit it right at the goal, you're gonna hit the goal post. So you're close enough. Right? So like for me, I might not get the Benz, but I might get a BMW or I get you know what I'm saying?
So a BMW is a lesser value car than a Benz?
Yes. So
I thought you were gonna say like Toyota.
A Toyota. No, on a Toyota. I'm driving a Toyota. I'm about 10 years I'm a driver already. Right now I'm driving a Toyota Vitz. Right. I don't know about Toyota. So you have to hit the goal. You set the goal. And Tony, what was that thing you were teaching them about Zig Ziglar in setting the goals? When you set the goal, you must what? You have to set the goal and so you need to remember. What Zig Ziglar say you must do? Write it down. That's the first thing.
Write it down.
Write it down. It can't be in your head. So hear it.
Yeah, because I think when you write it down, you kind of have a clear idea of what this goal should look like.
Yeah, in your head, right? And on paper, so it must be beside your bed too. On the paper, every time. So I'm gonna set this goal. And when I wake up, if part of me to lose the weight is to drink 2 glasses of water or something like that, then I need to have that by my bedside because that's gonna help me to lose the weight, right? If it is that I need to eat fruits alone in the mornings or something like that to help me lose the weight, then I need to have that piece of all over my fridge and I'll eat fruit.
The thing with fruits, so you get tired of eating it.
You get really stressed. I've hit the goal.
I have some questions.
You have a question? Claudia, do you offer?
No, not that one.
Oh.
There's one before it. If I could only get back to it. And I can't scroll.
We're trying to plan this computer thing. So why you can't scroll? You can't scroll now?
Here we go. Dwayne says, I'm sorry. I lost focus. How could you advise me, or how would you advise her in the purchase of a home using NHT, or which other lending institution she could approach? That's the person who is overseas currently but want to purchase a home in Clarendon.
Oh, and she has our NHT already?
It looks that way.
Or we can put her to a mortgage rep.
And she can merge that with her
NHT. She merge that with the NHT. You want to post it to me? All right, so we're going to post a mortgage rep, a mail rep. Um, she's going to fill out the form. So you send a link to her, or you can WhatsApp me. She can WhatsApp me as well. And then you would send your documents. One of the things with persons working in Cayman that I find is that some of them don't have any payslip. So you must have payslip. They don't file tax returns.
Why is it Cayman?
Where is she?
I don't think they said.
No, they didn't say. Oh, in Cayman though, they don't have. Some of them don't have payslips. So you're gonna need your tax return, your payslip, your job letter from your company. Jamaicans, some of you have a horrible habit of working below the table. Do not take money below the table. Get the money on your payslip, all right? That's how it's going to help you. And what difference does it make if you're earning $50 and the taxman takes $25 and you're afraid to tell the taxman that you're earning $100 because he's going to take $50? But don't you still have an extra $50? Isn't that the case? Plus, you have access to the financial houses that will actually help you to move ahead, because one of the things is that you can't actually save for the real estate. You can't. Unless you're a serious high income earner, and the high income earners are in sales. I know most of you are not in sales. You're on fixed income. So if you're on fixed income, you cannot save to buy a real estate. You have to leverage up. So you have to take a loan from a bank to leverage you, right?
But I think persons who take their income under the table, they don't realize until it's too late.
It's too late.
That they needed to have been above board.
Right. And also, another thing with Jamaicans is that you tend to save your money under your mattresses. So in this day and age, I still have persons calling me, "Oh, Miss Davis, yes, I have the money, but the bank won't take it." No, bank not take it now. If you walk into the bank with 10,000, 20,000 US, the bank are gonna look for you strange, right? You have to go in there with a little 500 US or something like that. Let your employer send your funds to the bank. That way you can always do your bank transaction through the bank, and the bank can see that, yes, this person, is working, and this is how much I'm work, and so on. They can verify. Don't do things undercover, and you're not going to survive that way, right? I'm giving you the rep now, Jamaica National. So that's a link. Complete that. When she completes it, it'll actually come to me as well, and then we follow up with the process and get it pre-approved. Once she's pre-approved, we know how much she's getting. And she's also tell the rep that she's getting her National Housing Trust. All right. Let the rep know that she contributes, and give the rep her NHT ID number.
And anyone wants to know, Claudia, do you offer construction administrator services where you liaison with the contractor, QS, the client, to ensure the build is correct and goes smoothly? If so, what type of charge would I look at?
Wow. But you already have a contractor, you have a quantity surveyor. You don't need anything else. Lenny sounds like it overseas though.
Yeah, I think that's the issue. Probably want somebody else on the ground to oversee the work, make sure it's being done.
Oh, Lenny, I'm pretty expensive. You know me, want to drive the Benz. And usually I'm acting as what we call a project manager, or the contractor. So the contractor is your project manager. So the contractor is liaison with the bank if you're getting a loan. Also liaising with the QS, which is quantity surveyor. So the quantity surveyor is a man on the ground who actually says, yes, them lay 100 blocks and they must get paid. Yes, them dig the foundation and must get paid based on the quantities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually working with a quantities, which is good. So you have that as a guide.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have a contractor, not a builder. You have a contractor. So the contractor is in charge of pulling everything together. So the contractor actually liays with the QS, liays with the bank, and you, the client. But the contract actually works for you, right? So you shouldn't need anybody else in that mix.
Yeah, but I think it's like when you're having a wedding, you have an interior, you have a wedding planner, but you also have a caterer, you have the dress designer, you have the
But
location
it is
and
the
everything.
wedding planner who
Right.
brings all those persons together. So in this case, it's a contractor who would bring everybody together.
Contractor will bring everybody
Mhm,
together
mhm.
while also doing the work.
Contractor is not doing the work. Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be doing the work.
Mm.
Okay.
Contractor bring together all the builders, all the professionals, all the trades people. So the contractor he would bring the steel fixer, the block layer, the carpenter, the mason, you name it.
I know, but I understand Lenny's position in wanting that third person to oversee the project just to make sure it's going smoothly.
Oh, Lenny, you're overseas? And tell me where the project is. WhatsApp me, Lenny. I think my phone is off though. But WhatsApp me. Later tonight I'll get a chance to look at it. Tell me where the project is, how far you reach. Maybe you have some pictures and stuff. And of course you have a quantity estimate already. How how long from completion? Read that.
How long from completion and funds transferred to vendor's attorney to get my key?
Immediate,
I'm
Sophie.
told it doesn't happen same day, like in the US or the UK, buying in a gated community new properties first owner.
Usually you get that same time out. Funds transfer already to the vendors, attorney. Yeah. So just liaise with your lawyer and get the keys.
It's a new development.
Yeah, or liaise with the developer. The developer would have had the key there in their office already.
Mhm.
And that they unless the unit is not ready, but usually for them to transfer the funds and all of that, the unit is ready.
Mhm.
Yeah, they would have already gotten completion certificate. So it's just a matter of calling up the builder and say, hey, the key should be there. I don't see any reason why not.
Zim Zim. Hi, ladies. Benz and BMW use our endless money pits for replacement parts. Get a RAV4. Toyota.
Toyota. Why? But tell you so.
I know, but
Zip, my drive. My first car was a 1970 VW Bug. That was a money pit. From there it was Uno, Fiat Uno, 1991 was it? That was a money pit. Then I went to the Suzuki Swift, 2-door, no AC. That wasn't such a bad car, but I kept burning out the clutch. Clutch and pressure plate. Couldn't drive. Stick shift.
That was a stick shift?
It was a stick shift. I kept burning out the clutch and pressure plate. So I switched to a what the car name? Nissan Pulsar. That was my best car. You only change oil filter and gas. That was a good car. The Nissan Pulsar. Mm-hmm. Then I went to a Ipsum.
No, you went to a Honda CRV.
Honda CRV. That was a service price high. Then I went to a what? Ipsum.
Mm-hmm. That was a good car.
It was a good car, but it was a gas guzzler, 2.4 liter engine. Mm-hmm. You remember after that?
Wow. What came after the Ipsum? Oh, the van, Prado. No, Pajero.
That was a money pit. 3 point whatever liter. No, not going back there. Then came the Honda Fit.
No, Nissan
Note. That was a bad car. I kept that for 3 years, but I kept it too long. It started giving a lot of trouble. Then it became a money pit. Mm-hmm. And then the Honda Fit. Trouble with the Honda Fit, you never have no pulling power, so it couldn't go up the hill. So when I'm in Red Hills and so, everybody have to come out of the car, then me go up the hill and then them come back.
It was a nice car, but oh my god.
Yeah, it couldn't pull on the hill. And then this car is a Vitz, Toyota Vitz 4x4. It's a 4-wheel drive, that's what I should say. So it's much better. Even though the engine is small, it pulls like nothing. It pulls like a horse. or a donkey. Yeah, but I have to send out nobody out to the car.
That was hilarious. So you
Yeah,
had the Honda.
had the Honda. But Zim, BMW used their endless money pits for replacement parts. Get a RAV4.
You haven't looked at any RAV4s.
No, I haven't. But oh, and that's the other thing. So, in my well, because my goal is the Benz or whatever, I definitely walk into the dealership and see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the dealerships have these specials where they actually give you like servicing free.
Okay.
They give you some incentives,
Mm-hmm.
for it.
But does it really need servicing if you buy a new Benz?
You might need servicing just the same every whatever 5,000 or 3,000 or something like that.
Okay, but he said that they're the used ones are the ones that are money pits.
Yeah, but I don't have no school fee paying.
Mm-hmm.
Zim. No school fee for me, nor my kids, nor Xander, no what else. No one no loan. So I have no loan.
Yeah, it would be your only expense, really.
It will be my only expense. I'm a gas driving around town. Tony and have to pay work and pay. Share Rachel work and pay is a bit. Me done with that. My days are that finished, so I'm out. And those of you who are parents like myself, at some point you have to just give these kids the work to go and do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you did the work and you work and you work. I work from me at 6:15 from my father to me. So you have to hand over the reins and let them do the work as well. So if you want to drive your Range Rover, your Benz, your BMW, and sit down in a jade garden and sit down at the park every day and do absolutely nothing, go to the gym for 4 hours and look pretty and just drive up and down, try on some wig and walk the plaza. I say I felt good the other day. Walk the plaza, try on some wig. I'm going to go from shop to shop.
When was that?
Store to store. The other day, when did I go on? Remember, I'm not for the day. Remember, I called me, so where I was, I'm there at the plaza. I do. I'm going to tell you the plaza then full. But if you have done the work, like me, you deserve a break. So, Zim, there comes a point when certain things you don't even watch the money anymore because you have penny pinched and saved. And I remember my 1970 VW Bug, it was awful.
You bought that on the better advisement.
That was just, it was my first car, you know, and I literally walked out of that car, everybody. The car used to burst the clutch cable. And one day on Spanish Road, I go my Spanish Town, and it burst again. This is the third time.
Mm-hmm.
We just come out of the car, lock it up, proceeded to start walking home, find out where the road taxi them, and carry me go home. On the way home, I said, where's the car? Because of course the man know me.
Mm-hmm.
So we carry, I said, boy, I just live on Spanish Road. I can't bother with it. This was not Spanish Road, the bypass, Spanish Road bypass, right at Salt Factory there, so the train line.
Okay.
And him said, me got 218 and I come back. And he did 218 for me. He went out there and he towed it in, and the following week I put in the cleaner. I paid 50,000 for it. Put in the cleaner.
That was a route taxi?
Yeah. I put it
Why
in
did
the
I think
cleaner.
that was the Kim's dad?
No.
That was another time.
Yeah.
So when time wrote down.
It brought down only by time. And I actually got 30,000 for it. One little lady come and said she did have one before and she loved them and she loved them. I said, really? I said, any money I have come with it, lady. She come with 30,000. I said, all right, see, you're going with it. That was it. 1970 VW Bug. So Zim, yeah, depends on your stage in life. Replacement parts, get a RAV4. Nah.
The RAV4s don't look too bad. Like the newer design. I didn't like the older designs, but the newer designs kind of, they're bigger and they look a little better.
Put it this way, if I'm buy a Benz, I'm going to drive it for 1 year, I'm going to sell it back, me all right.
Just to accomplish the goal.
Yeah, just to accomplish the goal.
Felicia says, hi again, ladies. My question is, I get 4.8 from NHT. It's me alone. Don't know which way to go. Can't get anywhere for that price.
Where are you looking, Felicia? Which parish? Tell us the parish you're in.
Dwayne says, thank you so much for that. She's in the USA, in North Carolina, to be exact.
Yeah, man, then she can't get loan. Just let her fill in the form. What is the best car insurance in Jamaica other than comprehensive? There's nothing else but comprehensive. Comprehensive mean everything. Theft, fire, they mash up your car, everything. Them fix other people's car, them fix your car.
What's the one
If
below
there's
comprehensive?
a third party, if there's any damage to anybody else, that those persons are insured. Plus the people living in your weekly insured. So the best insurance is comprehensive. And comprehensive is pretty cheap in Jamaica. My insurance is like, how much will you pay? 40 something thousand?
Yeah.
For the year. That is, I don't know what US that is, but 40 something $1,000 for the year. That's what my car. That's what I pay for my car insurance.
Yeah, but you get what's that thing you get?
I get no claim.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was no claim, it would probably be 100,000 or something.
And you get another thing because your insurance and your bank is tied.
Yeah, don't know what that's called. Probably get discount for being a woman driver. Women drivers in Jamaica are in less accidents than men.
I don't know about that.
And when we're in an accident, it's a man causing. Hi, Natalia. A good day. All right. So Bramil Reed. What's that?
Brandy Reed.
Brandy Reed.
You really need your glasses.
I need my glasses. Says,
good afternoon, ladies. I have finished school 2 years ago. However, I have just started working at job making contributions to NHT. Do I have to wait a year to contribute, or could I pay a lump sum?
No, you have to wait a year. Unless the Prime Minister comes next year and say, oh, you don't have to wait anymore. Once you join, you get the benefit. But right now, you have to wait 1 year. So while you're waiting 1 year, well, this is what you're doing now. What you're going to do for this year is you are going to, the person who asks about the 4.8, tell us which parish you want the house in.
Mm-hmm.
While you're waiting, you're going to be saving 10 to 50% of the income that you're getting. I would suggest you save all of it. You weren't working before, you never have no money, so you can still do without money now. So, save the money so you have your deposit and so on. Do not buy a car first. When I bought my 1970 VW book, I'd already bought my house in 1990. I deposited 89, got in 1990. So and I bought the car when Rachel was born, which was 1995. So I already owned the house 5 years already. Those of you listening to me want to buy a house, do not buy a car first. Any car you buy is a money pit. Think about it. You buy a new car and take it on loan, you have to pay a mortgage, gas, insurance. You get new car identity because you're a new driver. Ouch.
You have to clean it every week.
Not even the cleaning. Cleaning are just $1,000. But you can clean it yourself. But the servicing, the gas, the mortgage that you have to pay, that's going to impact on the loan you can get for your property, to buy a property.
Mm-hmm.
So don't. So what you do, you save towards a car, right? And then you can buy the used RAV4. Because they run forever, I know that. They do run forever. But I don't want a car that runs forever. If I buy the Benz, I'm changing it every 3 years. Right, Tony? Tony, them going to change it. Tony and Rachel. Them not driving us, so them have to make me drive.
Stephen says, some of the time you have to collect your pay under the table if you don't have legal documents to work in that country.
So why in the country legal? What good is that? Being in a country illegal is of no use. Is it? I don't think so. Whatever the circumstances, you have to try and legalize yourself, right? So maybe that should be the goal. So anybody who's in a country legal, your goal should be to get legalized. That's your main goal for next year, right? Whatever it takes, whatever you have to do to get straight and legal, that's what you do. Because technically, it's a whole back thing. You can't move forward if you don't get the status, right? So get the status, correct. And remember, you write it down and you do this, write the steps that you need to do. So like me, I want to lose weight. So the first thing is to write it down. Then you have to do what? Take the step. You have to know what steps to lose the weight. Or how am I going to lose weight? And why do I want to lose this weight?
Mm-hmm.
What is it What is it I'm going to achieve when I lose this weight? What is my prize? A lot of persons work for incentive, right? Mm-hmm. Anyone have a question?
My husband has been contributing for years, and I would like to join him as he has already been approved. My husband has been contributing for years, and I would like to join him as he has already been approved.
Yeah, you can join him. Are you approved? Have you been? Is this somebody overseas? Yeah, I know. Brandy Reed. Just eat the right food and what?
You'll be fine.
No, sir, not go, sir. Not my body.
What is the right food?
Yeah, what is the right food? That in itself is a stress.
Funny, Miss D.
Yeah, I'm funny. Let's eat the right food.
Gerald says, I have the funds in the bank for a while, but I haven't been working for a while. But it'd be a problem if I want to buy a property.
If you want to take a loan, might be a problem because you have to show a work history. But if it's a national housing trust, you're getting a loan from, no problem. As long as you have been contributing for the past at least 3 months, you get back on the system, right? But if it's the banks want to see some kind of work history, a 1 year, 2 year work history. So if you're a break in your history for like a 1 year, 2 year, that might be a challenge. Which is why everybody, when you have a good job and you have everything going smooth, that's when you want to get a real estate, right?
Rusty Willow. Many individuals living in America work for 20, 30, 40 years and choose to get paid under the table. When they become eligible for SSI, they cry that their monthly SS payment is 600 or 800 US.
Wow, that's social security he's talking about. But 600 US. Can't manage in the US. That can't pay your rent. Yes, so it is important that you don't work under the table. You have to work above ground, man. So if you're not straight, as somebody said before, get this year, the year finish already. But definitely next year, that's your goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. That should be your goal, to get straight, to get organized. If you don't have a status, you don't stand a chance.
Lenny. But Miss Davis, what if contractor build a house in different place from where originally agreed? Where's the administrator overseer could come in handy? Wall thickness, plumbing design, electrical, etc. That is true.
That is so true. Because I've had to just make some serious changes. When you get the blueprint, you see what this architect draw. You're like, what is this? You know, them have the things.
Not only that, too. Sometimes they do put the house in the wrong spot.
Yeah. But that's where the surveyor should come in. What I usually do is make them survey left, right, and behind. Make sure we have the right property. But and draw the DP for the area too. We do that. We draw the deposit plan for the area. So we're in a scheme, we draw the deposit plan. That we would know that is okay, supposed to be 4 houses from the corner, and you know what I mean, 4 lot from the corner or whatever. We do that. I remember in Renova we were selling out. We got a lot to sell. I was lucky we draw the DP because where the IMAP took us was the wrong place. Apparently they had made a change on DP. And the lot number was changed on the DP, but it wasn't reflected on the map system. So luckily for us, very lucky, we always insist to draw the DP. But yes, we have had to make changes. Sometimes even the light switch is behind the door. When you open the door, the light switch are behind the door, so you have to go into the house, come round behind the door, turn on the light. These architects do that. I mean, some of them draw the bathroom. When you open the bathroom door, you see the toilet. I hate that in a bathroom. You must see the toilet, guys. If you open your bathroom door and the first thing you see is a toilet, you have a poor design. The toilet must run some corner somewhere, but it must be the first thing that you look at, right? You must look at something like you must look at the cabinets, or you're looking at maybe the jacuzzi or something like that, but not the toilet, right?
Then he says, I'm in UK, haven't started building test, haven't started build test, but just getting information in place. Still going through land acquisition. Okay.
Okay.
Naveen says, please buy the Mercedes. They are good cars. If it's used, be sure to get a certified used and 1 and 2 years old. It will last years once you take care of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you.
Willa says, Mercedes have service A, B, and C. If you work hard and can see your way to maintaining the Benz, then treat yourself.
Of course. Thank you. I don't want to think mega pay for. Not bad, no.
Lorna says, hi, Claudia. You worked hard. If you can afford the Benz, I think you should go ahead. Live your dreams. You already raised your children and you did well for yourself. Enjoy your Benz.
Yes. I'm mega enjoy. I know some people the Benz are expensive. Yes, no, for real. I'm looking at these. The same RAV4. Tony, bring up SBT.
No?
Yeah, bring up the SBT. More show them say you can. The Benz is not far-fetched, guys. We said the Benz, what is an illusion, really? Because the prices of vehicles. If you go to the SBT website, I'm on this almost every single day. Go search.
Come in. Let me share my screen.
Please note, so yes to this. Then I'm going to put it in Jamaica too. All right, so those of you in Jamaica, you can also use this site to bring in a vehicle, but just make sure you bring it in through a dealer, right? You don't want to bring it in through a dealer, go and get the dealer license to bring it in. Get the approval from a trade board to bring it in. So let's see the make of the Mercy. Let's see the make. Go to make, Mercedes, stop. See here. No, hold on. So let's look at the SUV. Which is really what I want. No, the minimum I can bring in is at 2016. No, I can't bring in at 2015 because I SUV. Because a car could have to be 2016. I won't bother with the drive. I will say that I definitely want it to be gas. Where is that on here? Usually I'm on my phone doing this.
Engine type. Fuel. The fuel there.
Where? Here. The fuel, you want petrol.
Transmission.
Yeah, you want automatic. Where that is?
Over there.
Transmission, you want automatic. All right. Let's search. They're going to bring up the SUVs, which are like the GLA, the GLC, which I don't want, the GLE.
GLE. Is it working?
Don't look so. Run out of internet. Hold on.
I shouldn't.
Can everybody still hear us? Linstead, Old Harbor, or Kitsuto. That's where Felicia was.
No, that's where do you say that? Oh, Felicia, yes.
Yes.
Linstead,
Old Harbor, or Kitsuto. That's for her
her 4.8.
4.8.
No,
You suppose you can't get this in a Linstead. Or Kitsatown, maybe not Kitsatown. All right, so the Mercedes.
2017 to 43.
No, the GLA, all right.
So G later,
So
33.
GLA are 250 for 24,000. So this is 3.4 million purchase. Don't clear it. 23 for 25,000, 2.3.6 instead of 250. This is a big one. All right. Let's see, I'm saying a small one.
We'll sort it by price.
No, it's not. That'll be a clear stress.
Okay.
Let me put in 45. Let me put in the GLA. Let us go straight to the GLA.
That's the one you like.
The one I like. I don't know if I can afford it. It's more B I can afford.
It's a Benz either way.
It's a Benz either way. Either way is the Benz. Take our next question while I'm looking, while I'm waiting on that to load. So it is.
Chavez says, what to do if there's no water on the property and you want to start construction soon? Must I approach NWC? This is near St. Giga Heights in Catherine.
Yeah, man. But you apply when you're going to start, you know. If you apply before, persons are going to use your water. Remember, they're going to put a meter on it. So it is actually when you're ready to start, your builder say, yes, we're ready, we're coming next week. Then you apply like 2 weeks before because it's going to take NWC about 2 weeks to get the water on.
Until then, you can build a shed and just put a tank and catch some water.
Yeah, until then, yeah. That's what we do sometimes. So you build a base, you put up a water tank, and you call a water truck to fill it. Can do that too. All right, so the GLA here now. So the GLA, this one is 33,000, 30 kilowatt. What year it is?
2019.
Oh, that one. All right, so 24. It's at 2016 here now. And this one is 24,000.
2018 for 25,000.
2018 for 25,000. Not bad. Not the gas 70,000 miles. What, this one?
Yeah.
No, the mileage are too high.
But they're all high.
So 41,000 there. 29. All right, so we know so the Benz are running at a price. But this is a GLA. This is a little mini so-called SUV class. But look now, suppose I decided to go with the B class. Next question. I have a Honda Fit. Pay 150,000 for a year. It is because I have US driver's license. 150,000 for what? To insure a Fit? How come?
Couldn't you just get a Jamaican driver's license?
Yeah, no, I have to get a Jamaican driver's license if that was the problem. All right, so see here now. If I decided to drive the B class, I'd only pay US 15,000, which is 2 million, 2.3 million for the B class.
You can get a 2015 even cheaper.
I can get a 2015 even cheaper. 1.7. Tony, why not buy this?
It's 46,000. 2015 with only 46,000 on it.
Yes.
That's not bad.
And the engine is small, 1.6 liter engine. See another one here, 13,000. Let me see that 10 to.
Oh, that one's cute in the red.
Look like me buy a Benz today. 1.7 million. We're going to look at the RAV4s afterwards. I'll show you the difference. All right. Being in a country illegal makes no sense. Before you think about buying a house and fancy car, you should take the time, money, and visit a good immigration lawyer. I have seen too many sad stories.
So
exactly,
true.
That's so true. Hi, Claudia and daughter. Hi, Nathan. Lisa laughing. Thanks for the advice last week.
Staffy says, can you
thanks,
please
Nathan,
name
no problem.
companies in Jamaica who provide modern kitchens? I want one custom.
Made for a space. That would be either Eurotrend, which is on That road is Spanish Town Road, am I correct? They're at non-spin, so they're between 3 Mile and 6 Mile. I'm close to Berger on the other side. And you also have Custom Kitchen and Joinery. I'm using them right now to do a kitchen. They're in that plaza called, used to be QDNS on Red Hills Road. Don't know the name of it now.
I know the plaza.
Tools is in the plaza. Tools is in that plaza. So Red Hills Road, top of Red Hills Road, across from Speak and Span. Those two persons do modern kitchen.
Right after you pass Marketplace, isn't it?
No, I think you reach it before you reach Marketplace. If you're coming on just a turn for Red Hills Road. All right, so see the Benz here now. So it's gonna land for me to land it in Jamaica. It's gonna cost me 17,000 US. No, 10,005, 10,959, which is 24, which is 1.7 million Jamaican. And I'll probably spend another million to clear it. So I can drive this Benz for 2.7 million Jamaican. Same price for your RAV4. Now this is the, which one is this? This is the Mercedes B class. Yeah. So I've discovered that the B class is really not that expensive, right? But the B class kind of look like a station wagon. So you have enough space in the back for Xander teens and everybody teens. It's a good little car. I think I might go with the B class and give up on the GLA. GLA is twice the price. But yeah, the B class is 10,590. I can't put mine to that.
I don't think I've ever seen the B in Jamaica.
I don't know, because of most persons run down the GLA, which is the expensive one. Right?
This is not considered an SUV, is it?
I don't think so. The B class, I don't think so. But
it's coming from Poland.
It comes with all the luxury just the same. No, I need to check that out. Maybe. I don't know if it have 7's airbag and all those things. Like the GLA.
To be fair, the GLA does look nicer. The B looks like a regular vehicle.
Yeah, the B look regular. If you never see the Mercedes emblem, you wouldn't know, right? All right, so I discovered something else again, the BMW now. So the BMW Series 2. Sorry. All right, what was the question here?
Thank you, Claudia, for all that you have done for us in the diaspora. I will touch base with you soon.
Yes, Margaret. Thanks, Margaret. Oh, I need to get to the lesson now instead of me a dream about this Benz. Yeah.
Okay, it's at the top of the hour.
All right. Any more questions?
Probably do.
If I purchase half-built property in Jamaica and yet to get the title, would NHT give me a mortgage with just receipt? No, you have to have the title, because NHT wants to put their title, their loan on it. You can apply for the loan, but you have to get the title and give them. So you can apply for the loan, but you need a copy of the title. But your name have to be on it, since you are using it as a collateral. How are you ladies doing today? Back at the working, thanks. And also, again, on helping those who need the cost, an example of square yards of a good evening. All right, we're going to get into that now. Can you kind of recommend a lawyer that deals in land title and estate? Yes, we can. That will be Richards and Richards. You have the link, Tony?
Let's see.
Hold on, let me see the next one. So we'll give you that link. You know anything about lands in Town where you pay for the clearing of the land there? And you go. No, sir, I don't know nothing about that.
You go to HAG to get the title?
No, sir. You have to call HAG on that. Lands in Town where you pay for the clearing of the land, serve and survey, and you go HAG to get the title. I don't know about it, but call HAG on Monday, right? Or send them an email. Want a contact number for a lawyer that deals with lands, title, and estates? Yes, we're going to do that right now. Richards and Richards. That's it. All right, Tony, you want to do that? Hold on. Let me see the BMW. All right, look on the BMW now. 2015. 10,000. I'm telling them them cheap. 1623.
What is that?
Look at this one. BMW 2 Series. I can drive this for only 1.4 million. Buy this. 7,100, 7,800. What are they talking about? I don't think them something out there.
I think the kind that we're used to seeing is expensive, but they do have cheaper models.
Of course they do.
If it's just a BMW only.
Them bill a car for everybody, including me. Like 1.5 million. This is like the buy a RAV4. I'm going to show you the RAV4 price now. Watch this now. So, all right. So, this is a BMW and Benz. Cheap. Look on Toyota now. It's only an illusion, enough people.
Yeah, but to be fair, there are Toyotas that are on the pricier side of things.
Toyota RAV4. Where is it? I don't reach it yet. I reached it. So where's that? You must have Toyota.
They do. It's their main thing. Maybe click the top right there.
Which stuff? Up here?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. So why am I Toyota on the line up? No, that's not what I want. I have to go to search.
Go to Toyota there on the list. Maybe it's at the top. It's at the top.
It's at the top. Oh, because everybody drives a Toyota. Apparently. Everybody drives this car. Literally. Let's see. Somebody was recommending I get the RAV4.
Yeah, but to be fair, the B class, I think it was, that you're looking for in the Benz. Class B.
The RAV4 come with warm seat.
I don't think the RAV4 is in that category. The RAV4 is probably in the category of the GLA or the GLC.
It come with all of that. Automatic. Yes. All right, let me see.
No, choose the bottom search.
You find the number for the line?
Not yet.
All right. We're going to stop reminiscing about car, everybody. But I just have a show now. Watch this now.
You have to look at a 2015.
No, 2015, Nina. No, see the price.
That's 09.
It's a 19. Oh, yes, it's a 19. But I can swear to you. 2018, 2015, I'm done. Everybody I buy Toyota. Alright, so 2016 here. For the price. 27,000 US. Guys.
Huh? Yeah, but isn't that the same price we saw for the GLA?
So why would I buy the GLA? Why would I buy the RAV4 for the GLA if the price for the Benz at 27,000 and the price of the RAV4 at 27,000?
Because like the user says, the RAV4 is not gonna be a money pit.
I don't see it as a money pit. the GLA come with the same GLA 250 come with 7 airbag. It come with brake assist, all them things, surround camera, right round the car.
Yeah, but RAV4
it come with a collision. I'm gonna explore the RAV4. But if it between the Benz and the RAV4 for 25,000, may I choose a Benz.
Just looks more. It's a nicer car.
Yes, it is. It is. RAV4 come basic. Power steering, power window, air conditioner, airbag, dual airbag, anti-lock, alloy wheel. That's something basic in a Benz.
All right, you going to get to your lesson?
Yeah, let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. So,
what do you want me to bring up first?
All right, so you're going to bring up where you want to bring up the Motorverse quote of the week. The quote of the week this week is from Whitney Houston. Beautiful lady, beautiful lady. I just love her songs. Now we talk about goals. We're talking about how you're going to hit the goal. You're going to hit it step by step, bit by bit, stone by stone, brick by brick, step by step, day by day, mile by mile. This is a song I listen to when I'm on my treadmill.
Every morning.
Every morning. Literally it's on repeat. She says, well, this is our first verse. There's a bridge and there's a river that I must cross, that I still must cross. As I'm going on my journey, oh, I might be lost. And there's a road I have to follow, a place I have to go. Well, no one told me just how to get there. But when I get there, I'll know, because I'm taking it step by step. And when you get there, you'll know, because you know exactly what your goal is, and what your dream is, and what you want. You're not just drifting, you're moving in purpose, you're moving in sync, you're moving towards something, right? You're not just drifting around aimlessly. I think a lot of persons don't plan to live. They plan to die, but they don't plan to live, right? So it's like we're talking about those persons in the States who not straight. Mm-hmm. You're not focused on getting straight because you really don't plan to live. Because the truth is, if you die, you don't have a problem. But if you live, that's when you're gonna have the problem. So you a lot of persons don't plan to live. They don't plan to live till them 80 and 90 and 100. So them don't make no plan, right? But guys, you have to plan to live, because none of us know which side of the fence we're going to drop. We don't know. I don't know. I didn't know I would get to age 55. I just don't know. But every day you get up, you have a plan to live. All right? So you take the steps. You can plant a seed for a maca tree. And it's one of my clients them tell me this. Big up Mason. You are the one that tell me this. You can plant a tree and it's a maca tree, and when it grow a pure maca and it a juke you. Or you plant a tree that when it come up and you water it and you take care of it and you nourish it, it's a fruit tree. And it how is this? And it actually gives you nourishment, fruit, or a shade tree, and you can shelter under it and so on. You choose whether you plant a maca tree or water that and nourish that for 10, 20 years, 30 years, or you have a plant a fruit tree. All right?
It don't have to be a maca tree or a fruit tree, though. It could be a flowers.
Let me say, it can be a flowers. You look and it look pretty. I not plant the flowers though. Forget that. It have to be a fruit tree, something that has to bear some fruits for me. Something that can sustain you, right? So every tree that you plant, remember, every coin that you get, you read Richest Man in Babylon, every coin that you get is, as them call it, a slave. For you to send out to multiply and multiply back to you. Tony and talk about plant flowers tree. All flowers tree are gonna multiply.
That's what I'm saying. That it may not be maca, but it's something that's not
bearing anything,
right?
Or not multiplying anything to you.
Because a lot of us do things in life, but it's not necessarily bad what we've done. We've just not made the right choices to help us in the future.
Right. So you're busy at plant flowers.
Yeah.
Instead of planting fruits that will plant trees that will bear fruits that will multiply. That's the best way I can say it to you.
Yeah, it's like when we invest in stocks. When we invest in stocks, it's like planting flowers. They come and then they die, and then they come back and then they die.
Come on, are you sure you want to be doing that? I told you the best analogy. It's true. Yeah. Yes, Tony, I love that one. You know, they come and then they die, and then they come and
like we have those roses outside. I mean, I can count on my hand the amount of time I've got to enjoy those roses.
Yeah, my daughter Rachel, she insisted on planting them, and I'm like, really. She walks right past them. She doesn't even see that the rose has no come up. You know, and then as Tony says, it dies, so it loses its value. Is that what you want for your life, or you want to be constantly planting trees in your life? So some of the trees you plant in your life, you acquire husbands, boyfriends, baby fathers, children,
A good job.
a good job or a profession or a skill or a trade. Those are things that if you nourish them, if you nurture them, will multiply. And 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you will see the fruits of your labor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Not the flowers. Like Tony said, plant flowers. Me say plant the maca tree. Well, me say plant the maca tree.
No, but some people do plant maca trees, you know. Like.
Yeah, you plant maca trees, you know, the plant stress and strife and acquire with people every day. You get up every day, you fuss with your husband. Why to go to the garbage bin? Why to do this? Why come on? You really need to be quarreling about that to build strife. The poor man can't flourish in him own house because he's afraid to come home. Because he know him coming home to problem. Right? There are lots of better ways to have harmony. Harmony and love is what moves you forward, not hatred and strife and jealousy and those things.
That reminds me of what Foster said yesterday in the car about a lady complaining that when her husband passed, all he left her was the 2 children.
2 children. Yes, our driver. He was giving us a joke. Lady complaining, you know. All him do him dead and left me with 2 picnic.
Nothing else.
No, really. So was she?
But she probably created so much maca in his life.
Yeah, much maca. So, and I made a point too, ladies, and I will make this point before I get Tony. You need to bring up the other thing I need to be doing. Is that, ladies, you more than you need page 1. You ladies, you more than anybody else you are the catalyst in the family, right? You are the matches that will light and ignite everything around you, whether it be the children, whether it be a husband, other siblings, and so on. Usually it's the ladies who have this power to bring about, to ignite, to bring about the synergy that is needed to explode the family to the next level. Usually, when I look at a family dynamic and I see a certain trend, I say, you know, the lady in this family is very weak. She not showing her strength. She not playing up to her strengths, right? Because the truth is, your husband, boyfriend, baby father, whatever, main squeeze, anything you want to call them, they take their cue from you. They take the cue from you. So if you lazy and laid back and you're not gonna wait, you don't want nothing, man tends to be like that. But if you as a woman get up and say, yes, we're buying a house tomorrow, and yes, we're going after the Benz, and you're frightened to see when a man to jump behind you. Yes, baby, what you need? What you need me to do? Him jump up and him jump behind you and him want to do things. Because the truth is, you know, once a man chooses you as a woman, once you fool his eye, he will do anything for you.
And men need purpose and direction.
Yes, they do. They need purpose and direction. And they're looking, you want to say them this should be the leader, and it's them must do this and it's them must do that. But my friends say nowadays, man, they might look for the woman them for lead.
It's not even just nowadays, man, but that's why they do so well in the army. They need purpose and they need direction.
They need purpose and direction. Need somebody to say, listen, man, we're marching up to Mount Everest. Come, let's go. We're getting up at 5 o'clock, and this is where we're going to stop, and that's what we're going to do. That is what's lacking in the families. Somebody to have a direction, have a goal, have a purpose.
But not necessarily someone to boss them around.
Not necessarily, no. And men don't like when you boss them around. All right? So you have to use your feminine ways about you. And the men usually will cooperate. They usually will. All right? So like it's Christmas now. I do my shopping in hardware stores, not in clothes stores and those stores. The other occasion I walk up and don't buy a weed, I'm going to buy 3, so I have to go back. I want to step in and leave, but just say, give me 6 of them Jordan jeans, Levi jeans there, and that's it, I'm gone. But you have to be the catalyst, all right? Ladies, you need to play a more leadership role. Those of you with children, even if you don't have children, at the end of this relationship, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, I don't want you to say, leave me with that 2 picnic. No, you play your role And you're going to be so surprised at what you will achieve with this young man. You're going to achieve the world. You're going to achieve your happiness. You're going to achieve your financial status so that you can do things. You can be happier. You don't have to be worrying about how you're going to pay a light bill. All right. Ingrid, happy Sunday from Orlando. Hi, Orlando.
We should get to the lesson.
Somebody, hold on. Oh, we gave it a lawyer. Richards and Richards. All right, let's go. Can it is? All right.
They can.
So, the part that we reach now is how to calculate how much blocks you need. Remember, we did the steel already. We did a 1/2 inch steel and a 3/8 steel that made the stirrup. We also did some concrete already in the foundation. So I'm going to do the block now and then roll up into the rest of the concrete stuff and then get to the finish. Or put it all together. No, I attempted to draw a block. I can't draw to save my life, but those of you know what a block looks like. Tony had a picture up of a block. You found it?
I did.
I attempted to draw a block, but let me just put up a real block. Well, that's what a block looks like. Ordinary block. So the block is 8 inches in depth. That's front to back. The width of it is 16 inches and the height is 8 inches. All right. But that's a nominal unit. But the specified unit, as them say, is not really 8 inches, it's actually 7 inches and 5/8. And the width is actually 15 and 5/8. And the height is actually 7 and 5/8. But what happened when the man put his mortar on it, it brings it back up to the 8 inches. Right?
Okay.
All right, so let's get back. So that's what I was attempting to draw. And inside the middle there is this hollow section. You know, it have a hollow section.
Block pockets.
It have a hollow section, right? Yes, it is. It have a hollow section right here, block pockets, as Tony says. And this is what that is supposed to be, this hollow section. Oh. All right. So to calculate how many blocks you need for this project that we're doing, which is 12 by 15, you need the total running feet of the building, which we know is 54, because we add the perimeter. So we add 12 and 12, and we add 15 and 15 and 54. The height of the block wall itself above ground is 8 feet, because we're going to put a 1-foot beam on top of that. That will bring it inside to 9 feet, right? But the wall itself is only 8 feet. The depth of the foundation is 2 feet, but you know that the total depth of the foundation is 3 feet. But last week, we poured the concrete up to 1 foot in the foundation. Anybody remember that? Or nobody remember that?
They all remembered.
Yeah. Last week, we poured foundation up to 1 foot. So that's why the block work is only 2 foot coming up, right? So the door openings, I have your 7 by 3. Usually, we take 83 inches for the door opening, and then we're gonna have the door jamb, which will take up another 1.5. And then the doors are usually 80, and we'll leave the rest of the space for the tiling and so on. So we take 83 for the door opening, but I've just rounded up to 7 feet. I'd come to 6 point something, right? So I just said 7 feet. The width, I just rounded a 3 feet width. So I'm saying 42. It's 2 door openings, front and back. The window is 1 window in the bathroom, or 2 by 2, and that's 2 times 2, 4. I'm working in square feet here. And then we have 2 windows that are 4 by 4s, and that's 4, 4, 16 times 2, that's 32. So the total opening is 78. Total height of the wall will be 10 feet. 8 for the block work, and the depth of the foundation 2, so it's 10 feet. Tony, let's show them quickly about the house itself. I think I have it up already. It's in home by me right there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
All right, so if you remember, this is a drawing.
Don't do that.
Don't know it.
I think so.
All right. Now you're only looking at one side. So remember, this is 12 and this is 15. I drew two different scenarios, but I prefer this one. So this is a door, one, two doors. And there are two 4x4 windows here and one here. And there is a one bathroom window here. Oh, there's an internal door that I didn't consider. Totally forgot. That's what happened when you don't look at the drawing, guys. So look at your drawing, right? Don't go from memory. I was going from memory. So, okay, so my calculations need to have accounted for a third door. All right, so let us know.
It's such a small house. Do you really need two doors? I mean, one to the front and one to the back.
Yeah, just in case you get stuck on one door, you can escape through the back or the front. The studio look nice, you know. I'm gonna build this. I like it. I actually like it.
Probably build that for your thing.
Can probably build this.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, everybody. So get back to the lesson. So that's for those of you just joining us. This is what we're calculating the material list for. But right here, so I should have had 3 doors, right? All right, I can't adjust it again because I calculated it already. So the total opening is 78 and the total height of the wall is 10 feet. Now to calculate the blocks, you're going to take the 54 running feet times the height of the wall. Remember, I'm only calculating the outside for the block because on the inside, for a small project like this, we would have used drywall. We wouldn't bother putting up blocks to separate the bathroom, right? We'd have used drywall. We'd use specifically concrete board or moisture resistant board, which we know in Jamaica as green board.
But if you're doing that, do you need to calculate the third door then? If it's going to be drywall, left and right of the bathroom?
Right. No, I don't need to calculate it since I'm not using blocks inside. Right. Good, Tony. Good point. So it's 54 times 10, 540 minus the openings. This is the total opening, 78, which gives me 462 square feet. Now the blocks themselves, as I showed you before, what you want, the measurement you want from the block is this measurement here, 16 inches, 8 inches, the width and the height. Forget about the dimension. We're not interested in dimensions yet. What we're doing is seeing how many blocks we'll calculate to come up. All right, so we're just looking at the flat surface. So the block itself, 16 inches by 8 inches, which is 116 times 128. Now I want to bring that to square feet. So I divide it by 144 because 12 12 is 144. So I bring it to square feet, right? Remember, 1 foot is 12 inches. And a square is 12 inches on one side, 12 inches on the other side. So 12 12 is 144. That will be the total square inches in there. So I bring it to square feet by dividing it. Now it's 462 divided by 0.88, which is equal to 402 blocks. Right there, so I should have a point. So it's 402 blocks that I'm going to need for this project. Now let's get into concrete again. Now, we'll have to pour concrete inside of the openings of these blocks, which is this. Right here, in here. Now, sometimes for the most part, I don't bother calculate it because I know I'm going to have but this is a small project, right? I know I'm going to be ordering like a whole truckload of sand and a whole truckload of gravel, right, for the project. Because usually we're doing a full 1-story 4-bed and a 2-story, 5-bed. We're doing big houses, right? Not this one room. So, but I decided to calculate it. So to the concrete pour block openings, we're going back to cubic, 3-dimensional, because remember, you're pouring inside a square, inside of this hole here. So the height is 7 5/8, and the width is 3 5/8. So the width and length is 3 5/8 each. So in 3-dimensional again. With the block work, I was in 2-dimensional because I was doing square feet. I'm back in cube now. All right. So let's go. So we'll come down here. We're doing the pouring of the concrete. So it is now 3 and 5/8 by 3 and 5/8 by 7 and 5/8. Change this to a decimal. It's easier to work with. 5/8. Let's put down the phone. 5/8 is 0.625. Let's use a calculator and divide 5 divided by 8. So it's 3.625 times 3.625 times 7.625. That gives me 100.19 cubic inches. Because remember, this is in inches, all right? At first, I didn't remember I was in inches. I thought I was in feet. So 402 times, remember 402 is the amount of blocks? 100.19 is cubic inches. So multiply that to get how many cubic inches of concrete, which is 40,276.8. And then you're going to move that back to cubic feet, which is actually 23.30 because you divide it by 1728. If you don't remember this number, just go to Google and say convert cubic inches to cubic feet. All right, next page. So I know that these blocks will be need 23.3 cubic feet of concrete. Because I know that the mix is 1, 2, 4. Remember we did this last week. I hope you remember the maths on it. I'm gonna go through it again. What we want to find out here is how much cement, how much sand, how much gravel we're gonna need to be able to make 23 cubic feet of concrete. Now the mix is 1 part cement, 2 parts sand, 4 parts gravel. Must come up back to 23 cubic feet. This is ratio. So you add these, so you get 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 parts. So the cement is 1/7, the sand is 2/7, and the gravel is 4/7 parts. So 1/7 of 23 cubic is the cement. 2/7 of 23 cubic is the sand, and 4/7 of 23 cubic is the gravel. So we had 23 divided by 7, you know how to do the math. So it's 23 divided by 7, 3.28. 23 divided by 7 times 2, 6.57. Or 23 divided by 7 times 4 is 13.14. Or when you get the first one, which is 1/7, it's 3.28. You can just multiply by 2 and you get 6.57. Or you can multiply 3.28 by 4 and you get 13.4 cubic feet. Now, the cement would be equal to 4 bags. The sand would be equal to 6.57 divided by 27 because you're moving that to cubic yards. You get 0.24. And the gravel, 13.14 divided by 27 equal 0.4 cubic yards. As you can see, it's less than a yard for each, right? But so that's which is why sometimes I don't bother to calculate it. Because them little something are gonna come out in the yardage, other yardage in the sand when you buy it, right? All right, let's go to page 2. Now, those of you who were with me last week and that deliberately don't tell you how I get 4 bags of cement. Somebody in the audience tell me how I got 4 bags of cement. Because of what? What is the calculation that I know in my head? And you might not answer before I get to the end of this one. All right, so concrete. How much concrete we're using the floor? So the floor width is 12 feet, and you know the length is 15. The depth is 6 inches. Some people have 4 inches. I put 6 inches. The cubic feet is 12 by 15 by 0.5 because I'm saying 6 inches is half of a foot. That's how I do it. That gives me 90 cubic feet. Now, concrete mix for the concrete in the floor is 1, 2, 4. Same thing. 1 cement, 2 sand, 4 gravel. Total parts 7. Anybody answer me yet? Why I know that cement was going that?
You can have to check here.
You can check. Somebody was here last week, probably know the answer. Nobody don't know the answer. Nobody yet?
Not yet.
Everybody was easier. No one was here last week. It looked like. All right.
Not yet.
All right. All right. I'm gonna get to it. So For the cement, 12.85 cubic feet. So I know it's 13 bags. How I know it's 13 bags? 1 cubic feet is equal to 95 pounds of cement. And 95 pounds of cement is in our bag. So when you go to the hardware buy a bag of cement in Jamaica, I don't know about anywhere else. I don't know how it's packaged in other countries. But when you come to Jamaica and buy a bag of cement, you're getting 95 pounds. And that 95 pounds of cement is equal to 1 cubic feet. So technically, when you calculate the cement here, so you get 12.85. Just round this up to 13, and you know it's 13 bags. Right? The sand is 25.71 divided by 27.95. So I round it up and I get 1 yard. The gravel, 51.42 divided by 27. Divided by 27, guys, because I want it in cubic yard. Because when I go to the sand, people have to say 1 yard of sand, 2 yard of sand, 10 yard of sand. That's how we sell it here, right? All right, so that's what we know so far for the concrete, for the floor. What's the next one? Next one is the foundation. So the running foot, 54 is the running feet. You know the width, which is 18 inches, 1.5 feet. You know the depth, 1 foot. I did this one last week. I think I had 3 feet here, so I changed it. Usually, a concrete in your foundation is 1 foot. So the cubic feet on this one is 54 times 1.5 times 1, which is 81 cubic feet. So your concrete cement mix, 1, 2, 4 again. So the parts, 1 cement, 2 sand, 4 gravel. So your cement is 1/7 times 81, 2/7 times 81, 4/7 times 81. And you get these numbers here. So your cement, 11.57, so that would be 12 bags. Your sand, 23.14 divided by 27.85, which is 1 cubic yard. Your gravel, 46.28 divided by 27, 1.7, round that to 2 cubic. And again, you know, 1 cubic feet cement is 95 pounds, and there's 95 pounds of cement. You have anything else? Is there another page?
No, I have 4.
All right, so get me to the spreadsheet now where I summarize it. All right, so I hope everybody understands. If you don't understand, you can go back to the YouTube video and just look at it, follow it again. All right, so I did a quick maths on what it is.
That's a quick
This is a quick maths. So the steel, we know the steel from previous calculations was coming out at 80.5. 80.5. I just put 80. I probably should have put 81 here, so to be exact. No, the 3/8 steel, this is what you use make your stirrups, was coming out at 24 right here, 23.46. We know the blocks was 404. I think I just put 400, but you really probably should buy 420. That's what happened. Them come with broke up block and all kind of stuff. Now the cement, I did all the cement from the previous calculations. The only thing I didn't calculate was the columns, because I ran out of time today. But the columns and the beam would also need cement, and I just added a 26 here, you know, just for adding its sake. But these were the other measurements that we got. The sand and the gravel, 4 and 6. Again, I made some adjustments to the beam and columns for the stiffeners and beam. Sorry.
So this is what, 4 yards?
4 yards of sand, 6 yards of gravel.
Mm-hmm.
BRC mesh, which is in the floor, which is a fabric mesh, comes in 17 by 7. Calculated it. So this is 70 feet by 70 feet. So I got 2 by, you multiply the 15 by 12 and divide it by this, whatever this comes up to. The window, 1 window, 2 windows, 1 2 by 2, 1 2 4 by 4. We're going to need 2 outside doors. There's actually 3 doors now, so we need to put 3 here, so 20. I never put in the drywall and stuff, but put 3 here. Your locks, you have to make some provision for your locks, your jam, your hinges, etc. You're going to need a toilet, you need a pedestal, you're going to need some tile. If you don't want to buy this turtle toes, you buy some linoleum and put on the floor. That's what it's called. You need floor tile. So this is for your bathroom, and this is for the floor. You're gonna need mixers for the base and the shower. Also gonna need mirror, towel bars, etc. for the bathroom. And you need a kitchen cabinet and a sink mixer. What I don't have here is paint, which I didn't put that in, but I think paint is the only thing I left out. So basically, the person said they had 500,000. This already includes a slab. It doesn't have in here your labor. So technically, this is the money you're going to need for the hard stuff. 317,200. And you maybe other 200 could be for your labor if you find somebody who can do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I would, if I had 500,000, I would start. And then these other things,
Find them along the way.
I'd find them along the way. Whether used or slightly damaged or
yeah, because you can
or
buy
new,
like all the windows and those things that'll
things
come out cheaper.
cheaper, yeah. And as I say, you can go bend down plaza and pick up the toilet and the base and those things. You might can even get a base. Since we salvaged a basin with a countertop. Yeah. So
we also we could have salvaged rather, kitchen sink with a counter.
We didn't?
No.
Why not?
Transportation.
What transportation? My van is down, everybody. But why I mean transportation? You know, make the people them keep it. So we salvage these things. Toilets, all these things. You can salvage it and you put it in another build, right? Now, if I had the 500,000, I would start. This coming out at 636,000, but I wouldn't make this stop me. Mm-hmm. I would definitely start the project. So the person who asked me to do this for them, if you're still on, give me a high five or a thumbs up or something. Mm-hmm. Or Miss Davis, you need to go back up so that I can answer these questions. No? All right, everybody. So that's for the build. Remember, I'm going to be doing a whole course on this. Which is actually why I'm taking out December, so I can actually start it and start putting my headspace together. I'm going to be writing the theory in December, and then hopefully in the first quarter of next year, I can actually start doing the physical build. So I will have the course and the physical build together in a one course, so that if you're going out to build on your own, you can actually have some reference, something that you can look at. All right. So look out for the course coming up.
Hello, sisters. Can I kindly have a contact for a lawyer in Jamaica, Hanover, or Westmoreland that deals with land titles and estates?
Oh, we don't know anybody at Westmoreland, Hanover. But our lawyers work all over it.
Claudia just want her bed's argument done.
Thank you, Sophie.
Somebody said, what about the Range Rover?
The Range Rover Evoque, that's the one I would love first. Then them tell me, oh, this car gives so much trouble. I see them all over Jamaica. Everybody I drive Range. Evoque. Everybody driving a Range Rover Evoque in Jamaica. And why we're able to drive them to those two guys is because if I taken a loan, I could have driven the Benz or Range Rover the BMW a long time. But I'm adverse to car loans, as you all know. I just don't like see my money depreciate. As Tony said, the flowers die. That's like, these loan for these cars is like killing your money, right? Looking to buy a nice beachfront villa. Yeah, I can. You have to give me contact me 2926776
and let us know where on the island you're looking for the villa.
In your budget.
Lenny says, great advice. Can't plant corn and expect to reap peas. Love it.
Yes.
I can't scroll.
We're not able to scroll. Everybody, things flourish in harmony, right? In love and in peace. Things don't flourish in war and strife. So you can't have war and strife in your household, in your relationships, whether at home or at work or on the job site or whatever. Can't have that. You have to have harmony, which is why on our job sites we tend to play music so that the men, them in harmony. Them Jamaicans love music. Music calms us down. I have a set of crew. They're actually religious, so they play a lot of gospel on the side. I have another set who is hardcore, your dance and everything. But irrespective of what, the music actually helps. So I want you to live in harmony with your family, with your relatives, with your neighbors, with your boss, with your co-workers, with your classmates. You have to be in harmony. That's how you're going to flourish. All right? Mm-hmm. Patrick. And the more you teach, is the more you learn. Every time I have a book club and I open the book Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich and Rich Dad Poor Dad, I learn something new. Every single time. I kid you not. Every single time I take it up and we go through it again. I say, hold on. I never see this one. Miss it. So, you have another question?
Not yet. Patrick says, good evening, Miss Davis. Keep up the good work. Jake says, nice of you to give a detail of the amount of material needed. It's calculated. Simon Peter says, Miss Davis, why should I retire in Jamaica when Jamaica have a debilitating crime rate and Jamaica's ability to pay its debt is impossible? Will Jamaica ever pay its own debt? Does Jamaica have a future?
Will Jamaica ever pay off its debt? Which country pay off them debt?
I don't know.
And what debt you talking about? You mean the debt? All right, most of the debt that we owe is locally, actually. We owe our own Jamaicans, our rich Jamaicans who buy treasury bills and bonds. Treasury bills and bonds is the government's way of borrowing money from citizens to fund whatever it is that they're doing. So a lot of our debt is local. It's actually owed to Jamaicans, right? Few, a very small percentage of the overall debt is owed to multinationals or to foreign companies or foreign banks and so on. And if you're talking rubbish, go to the BOJ website and you'll see it.
So it's like owing your family.
Yeah, it's like it's like me owing Tonian 100 million. Do I ever need to pay all back Tonian all 100 million? Or do I pay her the interest?
Yeah.
Why do we need to pay all the debts? And besides, if you pay all the debt, you won't have any money in reserve for when you have a real emergency, like when a hurricane blow or the same COVID comes or something like that. If you take up every money single cent out of your bank account and pay off Scotia and pay off everybody who you owe and leave yourself with zero, then boom, something happens. What do you do? What do you do? So you ask me something else. Why should I retire in Jamaica when Jamaica have a debilitating crime rate? You use the word debilitating.
It's almost like saying it's crippling, but I don't think that's the case. If that was the case, we couldn't come out of our houses in the daytime.
Right.
We couldn't go to work. It would be like we're in Afghanistan on the siege every day.
Right.
Which we're not.
Let me just make sure I know what the word means first before I answer the question. Look up that word for me. Debilitating. Sharing the screen?
No, not the screen. Screen's on the right. That's what's shared.
So what does it mean?
Of a disease or a condition making someone weak and infirm.
Tending to weaken something.
I don't think crime has weakened Jamaica.
Crime hasn't. Get back to the screen. Let me see. Where's the screen? So, all right. Debilitating, weakening, that's basically what it means. But I don't think crime has weakened Jamaica. Our tourism is on top all the time. Matter of fact, I think we win the award for last year.
Oh.
For the most something other in tourism. If I
COVID?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. I saw the minister on TV and now making some big thing. I don't follow it up, but we won something in tourism.
Oh, that's good.
And we continue to win these things. Jamaica, as a country, as a little small country, Jamaica, every single Every single country in the world knows Jamaica and knows where it is and knows what we're for.
Mm-hmm.
We are, I would say, we are the most known Caribbean country. When you go anywhere in the world and you say you're from Jamaica, them know Jamaica.
Yeah,
Them not ask you, so what are they again? I mean, I've heard of some countries I've saying Rachel, because my other daughter knows the map like the back of her hand, the world map. I'm like, Rachel, where's that place? She says, oh, mom, it's down river. I'm like, you go anywhere in the world and say you're from Jamaica, everybody knows that you're from
Jamaica. They know the music, they know the language, they know the clothes.
Culture, they know everything. Everything. They know what accent, they know everything. And I think Jamaica too is also in even the movies.
Yeah, we just saw James Bond and he was in Jamaica.
Yeah, they're always talking about Jamaica in the movies. If they're going on vacation, I'm going down to Jamaica. Nobody knows Jamaica. So the crime has not been debilitating. That's I don't think that's a word that's I don't think that applies to us, right?
I feel like the crime is just one other thing we're known for.
Yeah, it's one other thing.
Just one other thing we're known for.
Yeah. Not a good thing though, but it's just one of the other things that we're known for. Jamaicans have would say we're very passionate. One of the things too is that I think we tend to let down our brothers and sisters too much. Right? We don't play fair with our brothers and sisters. That's the sad thing. So that's what I would say. I would say that we need to play fair. So in whatever dealings you're dealing with your family members, you're dealing with your friends, whatever it is, we need to play fair. So if your family members send some money out here for you to build them house, you need to build the people them house. And stop with the people them coming and can't find them house. And then before you know it turn war and it turn domestic violence and it turn crime. All right? We need to be fair with each other. I've always thought that Jamaicans have life good here. For one thing, Jamaicans can live in a house without paying a single cent. I kid you not. I've been to homes. People say, go check out the house if you remember. Where me go? Who live there? Oh, my brother. He lives there, he pays no bills. In barrel I come with him food. Plus him monthly money I come through Western Union. And him dressed like a postcode. So you can live here without paying a bill. I don't see you living in none of those first world countries without ever paying a bill or without ever working. You will be on the streets. Right?
And America has so many people on the streets.
So much.
So many
a country
people.
that's supposed to be rich.
I know I was watching this news report and they showed like a road that was just full of homeless people.
Yeah.
It's
supposed to be one of the richest countries in the world, right? Jamaica also it's easy to live here in that you can grow your own food. You can generate your own energy here. You have access to rainwater, well water, spring water, river water, you name it. So you can choose to buy a property that comes with water, that you're not relying on the grid or the NWC to supply water.
It's probably easier to live off the grid here.
Yeah, it is easy to live off the grid. So if you have food, you can grow food, you can produce your own energy, you have access to water, you have sunshine all year round, I would say, hands down, that it's easier to live here. Because like now with winter coming, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about heating our homes. We don't have to worry that, the tree's not going to have any fruit because it's snowing. We don't worry about those things. All right? Everything is pretty close to, so me talking about Benz, me not have to drive going away. Me can walk. I can walk. I can jump in a road taxi. I can pay $150 a taxi drop me right at my gate, all the way from halfway tree. I can take the JUTC, the bus. So I can get around pretty easily, right? Now we have Northern Express. So if I want to go on the North Coast, I can actually just jump in that bus. How much you pay for me from Portland the other day? So we went to Portland. I wanted to stay over. My friend didn't want to stay. So I gave him the car. I said, you go back home. Because it was curfew time. I never want to encounter with the police. Plus it's curfew. So I decided to obey the curfew. So I said, I'll go in and get house and I'll take the Northern Express in the morning. How much you paid?
$2,000.
$2,000 from Portland. I was coming back to Kingston. So it took me to Portland, then to Ocho Rios. I changed bus and I came into Kingston. Very beautiful ride on the Northern Express bus. And if you're traveling around the island, I suggest you use the Northern Express bus. It's very, very comfortable ride. And their bus stops, their rest stops are very, very comfortable as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, hands down, I can live easily in Jamaica. You probably won't live here without some kind of crime touching you. I've been through that where gunmen came in on us when I was younger. And stand up in a Jonestown. I mean, little bit and gun bullet a whisper for ears. For Sunday school, and them decide to start shoot down the road and up the road, and it's the soldiers that to come and take us out. But you probably won't leave your Tony and walk and them grab our phone and which other crime touch you. You know, those things.
That's the only one.
But so you have to be you have to be really careful, right? You will be in your car, for a phone in your hand, and of course them grab your phone through the car. Like your window was up, right? Things like that.
But that will happen anywhere.
That can happen anywhere. I was in the middle of Hope Road too, when the police decided to take on some men. So in the middle of that shootout, stop at the stoplight, hearing all the gunshots whizzing around or whatever, but not sure what was happening. Then I heard on the news that what was happening, right? Right at that intersection at Hope Road.
But that happens a lot in America too.
It happens a lot in America.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. So Simon, Peter, why should I retire in Jamaica when Jamaica have a debilitating crime rate? Jamaica's ability to pay its debt is impossible. Me, as a private citizen, I would not worry about Jamaica's ability to pay their debt. What I would worry about is my personal financial position and how I maneuver what is here in Jamaica. So, as a citizen of Jamaica, we do have high-speed internet just like everybody else. That's why I'm able to talk to you now. We live a far more relaxed lifestyle, right? So when you come to Jamaica, you know, you sit and you wait, you're not rushing around to do things. We're more relaxed. So I guess that's one of the reasons why we have less high blood pressure and less of those things going on. And we also have organic food cheap. Our oranges, bananas, those things are way dirt cheap. Everybody can afford that. What you might can't afford is the Fruit of the Loops and the what else? Fruit of the Loops and those fancy things in the supermarket, like them high-end biscuits and for $1,000 or whatever. But you certainly can afford a little national crackers, cream crackers for $50. You understand? You
And the thing is, like in Jamaica, you go to the supermarket, the good is one price. You go to the wholesale, the same good is another price.
It so just depends on where you shop. It's like I went into the wholesale and bought the retail soap and the retail fabric softener. I got paid how much for the gallon? $500 for the gallon or something like that. $500 Jamaican dollars. And it's the best fabric softener I've had.
Yeah.
I've been saying for 2 weeks now, I said, guys, which fabric softener is this that you guys using? He said, absolute. I buy Gain, I buy Tide, I buy, what is her name? You have Suavitil. None of them not last as long as the little full retail fabric softener.
Yeah, I'm now feeling like the others are watered down because this one is so thick.
Nice. Yeah. So that just goes to show.
But right? Simon, it's only 2 things that prevent you from coming home to enjoy your country. It's only 2 things.
And Simon, the truth is, you see, as I tell everybody who asks me, Claudia, I need to go in a good area. I say, are you a bad person? I said, no, I'm not a bad person. I said, well, what are you worried about? If you're a bad person, even if I put you in the Prime Minister residence with how much security guard and Fort Knox fence and whatever wall around it, if you're a bad person, somebody looking for you, they're going to find you. They don't need to come into your house because at some point you have to come outside. So if you're a bad person, you cannot hide in Jamaica. They're going to find you. But I would say 99% of the citizens in Jamaica are law-abiding citizens who go about them daily business, do what they're supposed to do, live them life, right? We have a little 1% that is, yes, they are giving us some problems. And quite frankly, some of the problems stem from the fact that, some of you not going to like when I said this, I've said it before. One, it stems from the migration, the separation of families, where you leave some of the children here unattended. My mother did that when I was 12. You leave some of the children here unattended. Granny for grow them are people in a yard and all these things. And they don't get the proper transference of knowledge, of discipline, and so on. People them leave for grow up on their own. That did happen to me. So I know you don't have the parental figure. There is just nobody there. When your mother and your father gone a foreign, or your father don't care, or your mother bolt and gone a foreign, and all she do a send letter, or a phone call, or a send barrel, it's not enough. Right? It's not enough. So the migration has hurt us. And also in our families, the Creator in His wisdom puts one person in the family who is bright, who is uplifting that person there because of them knowledge and them ability, have the ability to take the family out of poverty, right? But what happens? The rest of the family have fight against, now work together. You understand what I'm saying? Bad mind, jealousy set in. The one person who could uplift the family there and take them out of the poverty have to run left them. Them can't manage so much. So mama have 4 picnic. One come bright with some sense and can take on out of the poverty. But when fight the next, when fight against the one there, them want to read them book in a piece, them can't read them book. If them say to you, so come follow me, go an extra lesson. And wait for me. You know, follow them, you did smoke ganja pan corner. You can't even follow your little sister who you know is bright. For go do the extra lesson so she can come out, come up and help the family. We don't want to do that. True. And that is that is part of our problem. The migration has hurt us. Families not working together, not working together to achieve, to move up, to step up in our life, right? I remember when I had to go and catch down the same tour business, I forgot catch down Black Roses corner with my friend them right on Linders Road and Russell Road. And we had Miss Monica had 5 children. And when I land there, I had to put a bed in Miss Monica room, me and Tony had. And we work together. I get up and I say, okay, we have to clean up this. Because me now was a leader now. Because I realized everybody laid back and sit down. Get up and I say, no, clean up this place. So I clean up. I say, you clean, make sure you clean up the kitchen, clean up the yard, make up the bed, clean the bathroom. Me at the work, me at the one in there working. So me go work and me buy the grocery, me bring it in. And me say, all right, you cook that this evening, everybody eat. But everybody I do them part now. Who clean the house, who clean the bathroom, who carry to Tony and go school for me, who pick her up back from school for me. Everybody was starting out to work together. But then I bought a house. That was 1990, and I left them. And I remember it was the same Lucci, one of them who came and helped me clean out the house and all of that. But if that was my core family, I certainly would have pushed and lift up everybody, lift them up and move to the next level, right? This is what I do for my own family. So I'm saying that
our core family is small, but you kind of got us.
Yeah, our core family is small, but we make sure to get you out. You have to get out, right? You have to have a leader. What happens is that there is a leader, a natural leader comes in this family, but no one want to cooperate. Nobody no want to cooperate with the leader. Whether the leader be the mother, the father, the child,
or the youngest
child. Nobody wants to cooperate. Everybody want to do their own thing. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't work that way. You're not going to get anywhere far, right? So the migration has hurt us. Second thing I'm going to say that has hurt us, and people are vexed too, but our school system has let us down. Our school system is not what it used to be, right? When I was in primary school, you have the good, bad, and indifferent that come at school. But once you hit the school, and you book a principal named Mr. Abel, his wife was also there. She taught me in grade 2. You book up a teacher named Miss Blake, Mrs. Blake in a grade 1. And you book up a teacher named Mrs. Fox in a grade 3. Can't remember grade 4 teacher, but Mrs. Fox taught me in grade 3 and teacher taught me in grade 5. When you book up them teacher there, no matter which hill valley you come from, our whole you come out of, you are going to get where you need to survive and move through in a society. You get the teachings, you get the learnings, you get the discipline, right? You get the love, the care, the attention that you need to thrive and to succeed. But unfortunately for us, the migration of our teachers again, the migration not only of the families, our bright people, but of our professionals, our teachers, our doctors, they have left the country. So we end up with what I call a second tier teaching us now, right? We don't have the brightest of the brights in our classrooms. We don't have the brightest of our brights in leadership positions, like in the same politics, in government, in head of schools, head of hospitals, and so on. We don't have the bright people. We have the second tier, I try lead. Understand? So, and in our industries too, which is why some of our industries end up being sold out, like a cement company. I still can't believe to this day we actually sold out the cement company. I still can't believe we sold out our sugar estates. I can't believe it. I'm thinking, why? Our bauxite, those things we have, those are our resources that we have. This is like my mother leave me a house and me go sell it out and then me a suffer. Now, those are some of the reasons why we can't pay off debt. Because we have cut down the fruit tree.
Not only one, many fruit
trees. And the thing is, what we have sold, we mash up. Mm-hmm. When we not sell, we mash up, right? The British came here and they taught us certain things. They taught us how to build dams. They taught us how to build a sugar estate, a factory, how to make sugar. They taught us how to take the raw sugar cane and make it into sugar. They taught us how to take raw material and make cement. Bauxite, how to dig into the ground and get extract bauxite. We learned all of that. But again, our bright people take the knowledge and them gone. What do? We're left to the second tier here to try to survive. That's what's happening. We are just really trying to survive, right? That is like when my mother, because my mother did bright, you know. My mother couldn't read and write. I find out late, long after I find it out. My mother used to go Jamal. But trust me, she was a leader, man. She was a leader, right? When your leader or the person who you have a landing, like in my family, that was my mother. So when she lift up and gone America and leave the rest of us to fend, for ourselves, just like that. And it has happened to a lot of families. Our boys are growing up without fathers and without good in our school system, a lot of women. We're the male teachers. We don't have them. We're the role models in the males. We don't have them. And those are some of the fundamental reasons why we have lost some of our young men and young women to crime and violence. Because our home system and structure has been segregated and our school system is not what it used to be. I'm afraid to say I have a grandson, Xander, coming up. And seriously, I have to tell his parents, I have to pay close attention to the school if we do send him into public school or private school or home school, whichever. But we have to pay serious attention to how he's going to get his education or any other grandchildren that will come up. in the system. But you see how long it take me to answer this question. It's something that I'm passionate about, the migration that is killing us right now. And the thing is, other countries have migration too, you know. I can't tell you, China, India, the whole of them. People migrate. But guess what? Them come back at them yard. Isn't that so, Tony?
Yeah, or Jamaicans come back when they're retiring.
Yeah, you come back when you're retiring. You don't come back when you're young and vibrant and you know something that can help us get through this and pay down the debt. And you know, create jobs and create opportunities for persons. You come back when you're retired. So that's one of the things, as I tell you, you know, it's not the Western with the Western Union money. Yes, it helps, but we need more than that. We need more than you coming back at pension time and spending your pension here. We need more than that. We need the synergy. We need the wealth in the education, you know, the talents. That's what we need. That's really what we need. We talk about the music in the schools too. That we say have a crippling effect on the minds of the young. But the truth is, Jamaican schools need to put instruments in the schools. You need to put music teachers and instruments in the schools. Just like how every school have a football field and every school have a running track. That way every child get to run on the track and every child get to play football. You can see the talent for the footballers, the cricketers, and the athletes. But are you seeing the musical gifts, the musical talents? You're not, because we don't have instruments in the schools. Every single primary school, basic school, should have students should have access to piano, guitar, violin, you name it. We don't have it. So that's why you cannot have the quality at the end of it in the music. Also, we need music education in schools so that those students who come gifted can write lyrics, can do all these things when it comes to music, write music, will know that they have a gift because they have been exposed to it. Now, those are some of the things that we need. Those of you who have migrated and have gotten some knowledge and some learning, we needed to come back earlier than retirement age. We needed to come back, right, and help to build the country. Second and third tier in a family can't build country, can't build family. We need bright people, the people with the minds who for mind the creator and I'm wisdom, ensure that him send a whole cross section here because he knows we need the bright, we need the middle, and we need the lower bright because everybody have to play them part. So when you take out all of the bright them out of one country and move them to somewhere else, where the country they leave for do? You tell me. Everybody run down America, Canada, England, gone build it up. No, none of them must be first world country. Hmm? And a country like America too. They have certainly taken a lot from a lot of countries, right, Tony?
Their country is built on that.
It's built on it, yes. Do you have any more questions? I'm going to just do them real fast. It's now 5:10. I've been talking and talking about that question, but I hope I answer the question. Simon, I hope I answer the question. You have another question? Is it cheaper just to buy a house that's already built? Certainly not, Ingrid. When you buy a house that's already built, you're buying a retail house. Just like when you buy a shoes have been already. So it's better you buy the parts for the shoes and put it together. That way you get it cheaper. Just like when you buy a cake in the supermarket, you pay $3,000 for one cake.
$3,000.
How much for a
like
cake?
$6,000 for a cake.
$6,000 for a cake. You could have bought the flour, the sugar, the icing, and everything, and put the cake together cheaper if you have the skill. If you have the skill. No. If you have the skill like me and Tony with construction, yes, you can build from scratch, and it's cheaper. You don't have the skill, you're gonna have to employ persons who have the skill, and then it may not come out cheaper.
Makes it a little bit cheaper.
A little bit, just a little bit. You have to pay the contractor, pay the QS, you have to pay everybody. May come out a little bit cheaper. But remember, when you buy somebody else, you buy retail, right? When you build from scratch, you buy at wholesale or manufacturing cost.
Sophia says, I'm planning to build a tiny house like this.
Oh, Sophie, where are you going to build that?
Jason says, stay away from the range.
Stay away from the range, yeah. That's what I've heard. Benz is good. Stay away from the range. Music is very good way to calm people down. That's why it's so important to listen to the right kind of music, right? All cars give problem. Yes, yes, all of them. Thank you, Miss Davis and Tony. Tony, you read that.
Thank you, Ms. Davis and
Yes.
Tony. I gained so much from your Sunday sessions. Have a great Christmas, everyone. See you in the new year.
Yes, Monica. See you in the new year. Good day.
Kaden says, good day, Ms. Davis. Do you know anyone that lay blocks? Mason?
Mason. Yeah. WhatsApp me, I give you a number.
Claudia.
Tell me which parish you into.
Claudia, would you build a tiny house like this for me? And if so, how much would you charge?
Tiny hole like that. Where you want that, Safi? If it's block and steel, you want to just still have to get prayer approval. So tell me you're my prayer approval. You still have to get parish council approval.
Dennis, definitely thumbs up, Miss D. If I was able to save 500,000, the addition would definitely be found somewhere.
Right. You just have to start. When I start a build project for myself, I usually don't have all the money. I start. As a matter of fact, I have this young man that I mentor, but he don't run Ghana America now. Sean. Sean, if you listen to me, you need to come over here. Sharon was doing a bill. He did the drawing and everything, get it through approval and everything. And every month he come, Miss D, what time you not ready for start? I said, Sharon, I have enough money to can't start. Miss D, you not ready for start? Every week you know I'm coming up. Miss D, you not ready. And I said one day, Sean said, come Miss D, come man. You need one load of sand, drop it man. One load of this, drop 1,000 black man. Come man, ready. Why Sean get me moved? A two bill me do with Sean and I him get me moving. He was the one who got me moving. Yes. And I tell you, and once you start, guys, you're gonna finish. The only thing we can want tell you no, you're broke like a Sammy mouse.
Ingrid said they really need to get the crime rate down though. I know that a lot of foreigners are buying homes and starting businesses in Jamaica. So why should we Jamaicans not do the same?
Exactly. Right, that's true.
America have so many crime and people are running there every day.
Yeah. Every day them got. Every day.
Crime rate is high in many countries, not only in Jamaica.
Relaxing on?
Or motto?
No, up the top here. There's one share.
Relaxing country, motto, no problem.
Yeah, we're a relaxed society.
Do you think the Jamaican dollar will reach 200 per one US in 2022? Based on the going trend, the wealthy Jamaicans should take their money offshore.
Wealthy Jamaicans should take what money offshore?
I guess the money that they're earning.
Everybody, the truth is the poor and the rich don't have no problem. Think about it. The poor don't buy nothing. Them get everything free. So them not have no problem. So whether US dollar flight or come down or whatever is irrelevant. The rich already earns way more money than them can spend.
Yeah, so whether the dollar
dip up, down, north, south, don't matter to them. Who it's going to affect is the middle. Those of you sitting in the middle, trying to figure out if you want to be poor or rich. Yeah. And still don't pick a side yet. You ever pick a side? So you either want poor or you want rich. Which one? Pick one. Anyone you pick, you won't have no problem. Right? Anyone. So you can choose to live like a poor man. Walk up and down and beg and live in a free house and all these things. Not pay JPS and not do nothing.
I know, it's nice to be rich though. Because I mean, look at our movie theaters. Most of them have been closed for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the family's quite comfortable. Same way.
Yeah. So the people of this world, these worlds who own Disney, Mega Mart, Walmart, whatever, all of them people are rich where you know have money. Right? Them choose to be rich, them pick a side and say, hell no, I don't want to be poor. I don't even want to hang out in the middle, but some people just love sit down on a fence. Why? Choose. You either want to be poor or you want to be rich. If you want to be rich, start doing things that rich people do. Right? Start get some rich friends too. That's a key. Right? But don't look at the rich and say, okay, they should take their money offshore. I want you to think. Remember what I said. The wealth is in the land. Think about it. The wealth is in the land, not in the money in your bank account. Remember that. The money in your bank account is fairy money. You looking at some digits on computer, I swear you have money. Ha! Wait till it crash by you. Right?
America is in debt to China. A lot of countries have debt. We should worry about not having any personal debt ourselves.
Right. Personal debt. That's what you worry about. Forget about the country. The country will be here rather than me and you gone.
Honeybee says the healthcare system is more of a concern than the crime rate.
Our healthcare system. I would say that too. That the healthcare, yes, we have a failing there, so too. Again, the migration, the nurse is gone,
The
the
doctor's
doctor's
gone.
gone, the radiographer's gone, everybody gone. It's a bit. This is part of the problem. Everybody, this is a part of the problem. And the truth is, if the government not collecting enough taxes, if enough people in the country not working to pay taxes, how we gonna pay doctor, nurse, and teacher? With what money? We can't pay them. Remember that the government of the country only earns an income from taxes, right? So if we don't have if we can't collect the taxes, we don't have enough people that work and pay PAYE taxes.
Mhm.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yes, I agree. The healthcare system, although I've used the healthcare system.
So have I.
So Tony and Rachel,
They're
we
doing
didn't
the
find it
best.
all that bad.
No, they're doing the best with what they have.
They are. They are doing the best of what they have. And I think our nurses, I've been in those hospitals. Trust me, them work like a dog. The nurses that we have who actually stay, them actually love being nurse.
I know, because I would have quit a long time.
Yeah, I would have gone. Them serious love for them work, Tony man. Gosh, the nurses in our hospitals. Well, I can't tell about you, those the ones we use. But the nurses in the hospital, them love them work. Me not tell no lie. Some
I know when
conditions of them have to work on. I miss it. Gosh,
long hours.
I'm gonna gone long time. I did radiography first year. Now. That's what was first thing I did when I left high school, radiography. And I did first year. When I go KPH, on the practical day. And the same get about crime, them give me a man for x-ray with gunshot wound all over. I just call my mother America and say, boy, mama.
But you're kind of
Yeah,
squirmish, so that really wasn't your
that's
job.
not me.
You get a paper cut and you're like, ah!
I could not work in an hospital to save my life. So I lift my hat to nurses, doctors, all of them who have to really do some serious work for their money.
Many persons go homeless in USA by choice. They leave their states and come to welfare cities like New York with the express purpose to be homeless, hoping to be housed and fed. Ah,
Really?
see.
At random random an hotel
Mm-hmm.
and get monthly allowance. Oh my god, what
Why
a
would
way
you
for
leave a
live.
good state just to go to?
So the government collect tax from you guys to pay to feed those people.
Mm-hmm.
Black people need to work together like the Chinese do. Yes, Ingrid. I preach it every day. If you don't work together, you're not going to get anywhere.
Most of the good teachers migrated to the states.
Yeah.
That's Honeybee.
Yeah, them gone.
Claudia, you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink. You can't force grown people to have ambition and to follow proven strategies.
Yes, you can't. That's the thing. And them want everything now, But now I wait.
Mm-hmm. Alicia, Miss Claudia, I really admire your strength as a woman. You have such a passion for all you do. May God continue to bless and keep your family. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Ingrid said, people left because they are not being paid enough.
Mm-hmm.
People need money. That's the main reason for the migration.
Mm-hmm.
Government must introduce skills geared to healthcare. Yes.
But they do. We train a whole heap of nurses and so on, but them gone every year. But we need but you know the truth is, you're gonna migrate, you're gonna buy one house, one car, have some kids, pay the bills, retire.
Yeah, that's what most people going to do.
You can't do it in any country. If that's what you're gonna do, you can't stay in Jamaica.
But most
nurses, teachers, and all those persons buy houses here just the same.
Most persons' desire is not even to be rich,
No, it's not.
But to be comfortable.
But them don't know what comfortable is. Because you go to a country like the States, Canada, and UK. And before you know it, within 1 year, you're in so much debt. And you spend the next 10, 20 years to try to climb out of the debt.
It's true.
That you never, ever get ahead.
It's true.
Never get ahead.
Because I was only in the States for about, 3-4 months. And every store we went to wanted to give us a store credit card.
Yeah.
It's like, why? I have my cash and I just want to buy a shirt. Like, can I just buy the shirt?
You know, them not let you lose, so just buy a shirt with your cash. So they get caught. You get caught. And before you know it, I remember a young man called me and said, Miss D, I have 8 credit cards I'm trying to climb myself out of.
No.
8. Before you know it, you just at work, you just up on a hamster wheel or so.
Rat race.
You work for pay rent. You work for pay for the car, for the lease car, and then you don't even own the car. The lease car. You're gonna take some store credit and navies and own navy and this and that, and you have to pay that. And I just saw you can't see a way. You can't see a way. But that's the dream. Yeah? All right. So Tony, you're speaking the truth, Miss Dave. You finished with the questions now?
Yeah. This is some more.
Hold on. I'm in Spanish Town, but I want the blocks to be laid in Cooper's Hill. Oh, Cooper's Hill. My town that. All right, you can WhatsApp me. I know Sean. You know Sean? Sean Cox. Junior, I know Sean Cox. Yeah, man, I mean, mentor Sean Cox. So the boy I run Ghana for him, man. You tell him same should I stay, but boy, same soon come back still, hopefully. Good evening, Miss Claudia. That's why we Jamaicans must make preparations for when
retire?
When you retire, when you have to go home to Jamaica. Yeah, you have to prepare. Everybody run leave Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful country to live in. It's a nice place to live. I was with some clients last week. We went to Sharky's, had fish. We went to
Culture's
Grill. That's her name now.
South
Avenue Grill. Nice. So then, finish answer these. Or how can you get these questions? Can you see it? Yes, they do different states, different stipulation for welfare. Okay.
Okay. What do you guys think about the UIC?
What's UIC?
Miss Davis and Tony, enjoy your holidays. I'm looking forward to joining you in 2022. Thank you, Charmaine.
Thank you, Charmaine.
I see the police officer protesting. Why shortchange the police? Shake my head. Really?
If you're not disciplined, that's another question, right?
Yeah.
The police are protesting. Why I really think the police should be paid more? I'm not telling a lie.
Yeah, I think that would help with the corruption.
The corruption. Yeah.
I think they for all they do,
they're underpaid. Seriously. The policemen or teachers or nurses or doctors, seriously underpaid. And I can't even imagine why would we underpay those professions? Because really they're backbones of this country.
Yeah, they are. Those professions.
Yeah, I don't know.
The pay incentive for police work should be so good that everybody wants
to be a police officer. It should be so good.
I mean,
so same thing with the teachers. It should be so good, and the standard should be so high that listen, hey, If you don't meet this standard, you can't come in as an
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, 100,000 is not enough to get bullets shot at me every day.
No, it's
not. The incentive's not there.
It's people are cause out the daylight and the long hours. It's the long hours. I mean, 12, 14 hours.
And because nobody goes to a police officer on a good day.
No.
You're at your worst day when you go to a police officer for anything.
Anything at all.
Right? Whether you're a victim or he's chasing you or, you know, it's just your worst day.
Worst day. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the maths behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to console myself by saying, hey, they're not collecting enough taxes, really.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we're not able to. But
maybe we should cut politician pay.
But certainly
pay the working force.
No, you can't cut politician pay. Politicians do a lot of work too. Would you want to be the prime minister? I'm sure the prime minister gets no sleep. I kid you not.
I would want his job.
Yeah, no, none of us don't want. No, none of us want those jobs, right? But I do believe, politicians, people who work in the justice system, so not just police officers, no, but other people, clerk of the courts, and everybody who keep that turning. Persons who work inside of healthcare and persons who work in education. I really believe that we should have our best and brightest people in those positions. Anywhere in there, I'll be the clerk of the court. I'm thinking we need the best and brightest persons.
Yeah.
So the political system, the whole political system, we need the best and the brightest. We need the best and the brightest in education. We need them in healthcare. And we certainly need them in enforcement. We just, that's some of the reasons why we have all these problems. So certainly somebody in government really needs to look at these areas, you know, because really and truly, as I said, migration has hurt us and the education system has hurt us. If we can really fix those, then
it's gonna be hard to fix though. I mean, the only way we're gonna fix that is to stop migration for the next 20 years.
No, you can't stop.
That's why you can't stop it.
No, but if you give people the reason to stay, if you give them the incentive to stay. So in other words, a nurse in America get $1,000 a week. If a nurse in Jamaica get $1,000 a week, they would stay.
They would stay.
I have no reason to leave. That's what they're saying. So we're doing something so wrong.
Putting a lot of band-aids on the problem.
Yeah, put a lot of band-aids. And then we have given up our means of earning money. When you sell cement company, and you sell sugar company, you sell out backside, and you sell out the airport.
And electricity.
And you sell out everything. You're actually giving up your means of earning.
I know, because when I look at electricity, it's only GPS or solar. I mean, we should really still own that.
Yes,
everybody else, what else are you going to use?
look for a cement company. Sugar, bauxite. Serious monopoly.
We should own cement because, I mean, what else are you going to use to construct a building in Jamaica?
Yeah, what else? Can't use lumber, but really. Everybody wants a block and steel. Everybody wants block and steel.
Yeah.
So, yes, I agree. We really have dropped the button on that. My mother bolted too, but I think she more bold because my father did break hard too, but more than economics, really.
You don't think it was economics?
No, I don't think so. My mother was a hairdresser. She could have.
Yeah, but I thought by that time she had.
Yeah, but she could have gotten back in if she wanted to.
Okay.
Hairdressers, they will make rotten money. But I think overall though, I enjoy living in Jamaica. I'm not tell a lie. It's a very relaxed country. Everybody, the persons are friendly. All around the place we have security guards and all about, and they're very friendly and nice. Police officers to know when they stop you and so on. In hospitals, same thing. Everybody's polite and they do the best that they can do. You know, and all persons are helpful. We try to help out each other. I know if I go to somebody's house, once I'm there in dinner time, they're gonna offer me some dinner. If I'm there too late, they're gonna say, Claudia, staying over? They make up a bed for me. You understand? If I'm sick tomorrow, I can call somebody neighbor, anybody, them come, them deer right through, pee pee, clock, clock. Now I want for nothing. That's the country that I want to live in. Where it's not so much about the money and where you can do. Because the truth is, you can have a serious earning power in Jamaica if you put your mind to it. So even though same teachers and nurses and so on, I know teachers make money from extra lessons, and nurses also make money from extra sessions. So you can really still make money even though you're not in it and it pays it, right? Jamaica is still a good country to come and retire in. I would say for those of you overseas who've lived overseas for a while though, come into the gated communities. I'd also say be careful of the communities that you want to go back to. Some communities you should not go back to. You have already experienced a different lifestyle, so you should try and be with like-minded people, right? You shouldn't try to go back into certain situations. So come back, come into the gated, go shopping in known zones. We're shopping all over, right? And you should be okay. It's really association and who you move around with and so on. But Jamaica is the bomb. So come in winter and then go back to the first world country in summer, right? Come. We have whole heap of fruits that rat not drop all about the place. People now want dogs eat them, must stone dog with them. Mango, breadfruit, you name it. We want to call organic. So come back and enjoy it, right? If you're not disciplined, that's another question. Yeah, discipline carry you. You're not disciplined, sorry for you. All right, everybody. So we are at 5:34. So we have had a good run this year. Thank you so much. Tony and I will take the break from YouTube Live for 1 month. Come back in January.
Your
Looking
birthday
forward
month.
to it. My birthday month. January 10th is my birthday. So I'm looking forward to it. As usual, I might just hang out at home and watch your Denzel Washington movie.
I'll see if he
And
has any
Samuel
new ones.
Jackson.
I'll see if he has any new ones.
Yeah, he's my favorite actor. So everybody, remember, make your goals. This is December. Don't get carried away, right? If you want to get carried away, you know you're going to build, go into the hardware store, buy yourself for your bathroom. So usually what I do, I buy the bathroom stuff first. So buy yourself a mixer, shower, face basin mixer. You can buy yourself the toilet, the inset under the mount basin. You can buy that. You can buy the door lock for the door. You can buy the nice chrome hinge. You can buy the mirror for the bathroom. So look in your bathroom. List out all the things that you would need for a bathroom. You know you're going to build. This December, focus on that. Don't buy a blouse for $5,000 when you could have gone buy a faucet. Faucet is going to last longer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as Tony said, you don't plant flowers tree. Me said don't plant maca tree. Plant fruit trees, things that will multiply and keep multiplying all year round. All right, everybody, be happy, be good with your family. Try not to have any stress and strife. Try to be a leader. If you're not the leader, a good follower. Remember that everybody comes to lead, right? If you can't be the leader, just be a good follower, and things will be okay. All right. Have a good Christmas when it comes, and
Happy
a
holidays,
great New
everyone.
Year.
Happy holidays.
See you in January.
Bye.
Bye. Remember, you can WhatsApp us just the same, or email us just the same. We're working, but in the background. Bye, everybody.